Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
What's good, guys? It's your main man, Coach Richie Rich, Coach Babs. Welcome to the Think Strong, Be Strong channel. It's a beautiful day today. I hope you guys are enjoying the weather wherever you are, and I hope the weather is on point. So, a lot of us walking around with our inner child fast asleep, and every time our inner child begins to wake up, we shut them down. Why is that? Well, let's have a talk about it. So, inner child, how often do we walk doing something, or hanging with our kids or hanging with our friends, and we're in our adulthood or in our teenage life, and we start to get giddy about a certain thing because nostalgia kicks in and it reminds you of when you were younger, how you used to enjoy that. But because you're older now and you feel those feelings coming in, you quickly shut it down and think, being childish. Not knowing that sometimes having the inner kid wake up inside you means that, one, you're still in touch with yourself from the beginning to this point. Two, you're willing to have fun, like unadulterated fun, like really just childlike fun, you know. Your genuine laughter, your genuine smile, it all comes from your inner kid, you know. And those feel-good emotions, those feel-good hormones start to flood your system, you know. There's nothing wrong with having your inner kid come to life. I said this before in one of my last videos, you know, when we're a child, or when we're like young, you know, we have some of the best ideas and we believe in so much, and there's like so much that we think we can do, and there's so much that we think we can become when we're younger. And as we get older, it gets diluted, or it gets reconditioned to think like an adult, you know, and you lose that childlike perspective. And then we believe that losing that childlike perspective means that, you know, we've become an adult now, so we have to act like a grown-up, which is cool. But that childlike perspective is so valuable, you know. Connecting with that inner child is so valuable for the mere fact of the things that you think are impossible as an adult. When you connect with your inner child, you start to see a possibility in that impossible situation, and then you start to work towards it in that childlike, you know, vision of being like, oh no, maybe this is possible. I didn't think of it that way, you know. That childlike instinct, that childlike drive within you, let's call it childlike drive, enables you to be courageous and fearless. Because again, when you're a child, you just run into stuff. You don't look, you don't think. That your parents or your older sibling end up having a go at you, saying, you can be careful, you could hurt yourself, or watch what you're doing, you know. But it's because you're fearless at that age. It's not because you're clueless. You're just fearless. You have courage, you know. You're of heart. If you watch my stuff on Instagram, courage means to be of heart. So you're all heart when you're a child. So you're courageous. It's adults and siblings, because of life, that instill fear in you to bring it to the forefront. Do you know what I mean? If not, a lot of things you can do, you know. So letting your inner child wake up, it wakes up the fearless factor within you, that I can see a possibility in that, I'm gonna go for it. Do you know what I mean? Whatever. And then the most important part is the childlike factor helps you to enjoy. You know, your inner child helps you really embrace and enjoy the situation or the scenario or the event or the relationship or whatever it is you're in. That being in touch with the inner child helps you to enjoy it, because you find the fun, you find the imagination, you find the creativity, you find that joy. You know, there's nothing wrong with doing that. Like this afternoon after I finished work, I ordered a basketball online, and I've not played ball since my early 20s. Like, and I'm nowhere near as good as I was back then, nowhere near it. But it was just fun, you know. I mean, this social distancing situation makes it hard to play a little one-on-one. But I was by myself, and I was playing, you know, like 21, and just seeing if I could still dribble the ball, see if I could still put the ball through my legs, see if I could still do some of those old school Nike freestyle tricks. You know, and it was fun. I didn't even know when the time was ticking. But that's the beautiful thing about being in connection with your, being in being connected with your inner child, because when you're having fun, time flies. I mean, if you've got kids and you watch them really enjoy what they do, you see that smile on their face. You know, when look at that child in the future as an adult, you won't see the same kind of smile on their face as an adult as you saw when they were a child. You know, I remember my mom, she always said to me, you used to smile so much, you were such a happy boy, and now you got older and you got so serious. You know, and I understand what she means, because I lost touch with my inner child because I'm too busy caught up in a rat race. I'm too busy trying to be an adult. I'm too busy trying to be a dad. I'm too busy trying to look for the one. I'm too busy trying to make sure I'm doing well at work. I'm too busy trying to make sure I'm pushing out content, busy trying to make sure I'm doing well in the gym. And I'm just disconnecting from my inner child. And reconnecting with my inner child will have me have a new zeal, rejuvenate my zeal, rejuvenate my passion, you know, regenerate those dead thoughts that were in my mind before, you know, open up my mind to more creativity, more imagination, more possibility. Shoot, I wasn't even going to talk about this today. I had a different conversation that I'd already written down in my book. And then I was just on my way back holding the ball and bouncing it on the street with my music on loudspeaker, thinking, man, it was so good to connect with my inner child today. And then just thinking, how many of us connect with our inner child? How many of us really? And if you do, then you know what I'm talking about with those feelings, those thoughts, the actions, you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, trust me, just try it, man. Just reminisce something back that you used to do when you were a lot younger. Now, if you're in your 30s, flash back to when you were in your 20s. You know, if you can push back to when you were in your teens, push back. Just find that one thing you used to do when you were a younger child, and then just connect with it, and then do it. Like, don't even think twice, just do it. Because I did it, you know. There's a lot of people down there who play ball, like, you know, they play ball. There's a lot of kids younger than me who, you know, they play ball and they're shooting, and I'm missing shots, I'm making shots, I'm not even getting frustrated. Multiple of the time I'll be so mad because I missed shots, thinking I should be able to do this, why I got too much power in my arm, blah 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 blah. But no, man, it was fun. It was okay that I missed a shot. I was just glad that I could still get it to the hoop. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, connect with your inner child. Really, like, sometimes it could be the only thing that you really need to get yourself to the next level. Or wherever you're stuck, it might be because you're thinking too much like an adult. If you've seen the film Hook, you know, with Robin Williams, when he used to be Peter Pan and he forgot because he grew up, and he goes back to Neverland, and the Lost Boys are trying to encourage him to remember who he is. You know, remind yourself who you are, connect with the inner child. You've forgotten how to be happy, you've forgotten how to be playful, you've forgotten, you know, how to be Peter Pan, but you're still inside there, you know. And there's that amazing scene in it where they're all eating what is imagination food, but because Peter's grown up, he don't have to use his imagination no more, so he completely forgets, and he throws a fit until, you know, one kid particularly gets him to see within himself, and then it all starts to make sense. He connects with his inner child, and then all of a sudden that imagination food that he's eating becomes real, you know. And then everything else that is supposed to happen in the film happens, but all because he connected with his inner child. You know, just because you're a grown-up doesn't mean you always have to be grown up, you know. Just sometimes it's okay to be childish, man. It makes everybody else around you happy, relaxed as well, you know. People don't really think I can smile much. They really say I don't often smile. Even my two children say I don't often smile. So when I do smile, they'll be like, whoa, Dad smiled. You know what I mean? And it's because sometimes they'll be watching something on TV and I'll be like, oh, I remember this. And I'll laugh and I'll repeat the words, and then my kids will be like, yo, you know, you've seen this before, Daddy. Do you know what I mean? It's just because I've been so busy being a grown-up and growing up that I forgot what it's like to just be like a child. Not childish, just childlike. And that's just connecting with your inner child. So, you know, that's food for thought. Connect with your inner child. Find something that you used to do once upon a time that you enjoyed when you were younger, and just do it again. Just try and do it again. Don't try and do it like how you were when you were younger, because the point is not to recreate what you did when you were younger. The point is to recreate the feelings and the thoughts and the way you were back then. Do you know what I mean? The way you were just happy-go-lucky, playful, cheerful, creative, imaginative, you know, easygoing, happy, laughing. That's what I'm talking about. And if you enjoy it and you keep doing that over and over, yo, you never know, man, you might actually excel in that and take it to the next stage. Like, I'm hoping if I keep doing that, especially with the weather being so good, my bowling skills will probably come up, probably even be even better. I might shoot a lot better. But you know, I'm planning on reconnecting. I'm planning on connecting with my inner child as often as possible. I suggest you do the same. Anyway, guys, like I always say, live your life one step, one rep at a time. Think strong, be strong. Impossible is nothing. And connect with your inner child. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Tell your friends about it. Take it easy, guys. Peace.